Hey, it's Tammy Time. Welcome to the show, where the fun's always prime. I'm your host, Tammy Hernandez, and I'm here to bring the heat, with conversations that sparkle and energy that can't be beat. From lifestyle to entertainment and everything in between, we'll dive into topics that matter and make your day supreme. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's get started. It's Tammy Time, and we're gonna have a blast every single part.
Hi, I'm Tammy Hernandez, and welcome back to Tammy Time. For those of you who don't know me, I'm here with my little co-host, Gizmo. He's a 5-6 pound party Yorkie, and he really does like to party. And my guest today is Sofia. Her and I are good friends. And now she keeps me looking fit, among other things. So, Sofia, tell us about yourself and where people can find you.
Okay, so I've been in the fitness industry since 1999. So I've got a lot of experience, personal training, rehabilitating injuries, weight loss. And I also, I'm doing a Master of Exercise Science right now. If you want to learn more about my business, about how to get fit, you want a form clinic or anything like that, then you can go to my website at Sofit America, SOFIT America.com. And there's going to be links to YouTube and links to workouts, and there's also going to be an email and a messaging system, and you can message me and ask me any questions you'd like. So that's where I can be reached. I've been
my good friend for years now.
A good friend of Tammy's for years, yes.
One of my first on the mainland.
One of her first on the mainland. You know, I have lived in Key West as well, but that's not where I'm from. And I've known Tammy now for quite some time. I met Tammy when Tammy was looking for personalized fitness training. And at the time, it was 2 boob jobs ago, but it was still significant volume and challenges. Significant. And for our audience who can't see my hand gestures, as if you were blind, volume. So Tammy wanted to make sure that she would keep her back healthy. And that was, part of what we were doing at the gym. That and the fact that she can't see from one eye and she's a little uncoordinated at the gym, and she doesn't like to work out, and she doesn't like to focus, and she just wants to talk and laugh and doesn't pay attention to the weights, and she's going to drop something on her foot, on the foot that was broken, that if you haven't heard about it yet, we'll get to that story. Okay. Yes. So I started training Tammy, and we became friends, and I help her as often as she allows me to. I help her maintain her physique and be in shape and keep her back muscles strong so that she can have a healthy spine.
And I'm probably her worst client ever because I do not take working out seriously. Yeah. And I'm always told, stop laughing.
I have to fight with her. Any of you who've tuned to some of our workouts, sometimes we live stream them, and there's a couple of them on my YouTube channel at Sofit America. She does. She likes to giggle and play around at the gym, and I'm a professional and I don't want her to get hurt. So when I'm working her out, it's it's this mix between working her out, making sure that she's working out, making sure that she gets enough giggles, because you don't want to bore her, you don't want to piss her off, but but she'll play along and she'll do a few reps, and we really got to know each other, and I got to know what a wonderful person Tammy is.
And also she's the reason why I started social.
Yes, well, that's a very funny story. We have on my YouTube channel, I have some vintage Tammy videos, and Tammy, you were just another person on social media.
Well, we didn't even have social media. I didn't have one. We created the Lilo account prior to Gizmo.
Right. So she had a little dog, and his name was Lilo, and she lived in an apartment in a condo complex, in a condominium that was surrounded by condo commandos, and you can well imagine with Tammy looking like a cross between Barbie and Dolly Parton. And in these buildings with these condo commandos, with these snowbirds and people who come in for the season. And anyway, so she was, nobody's ever ready for Tammy, but in those places, they're even less ready for Tammy than you would expect them to be somewhere else.
And it was a non-pet building, and I was there with my prior service dog,
So
who
yes,
comes
so
everywhere.
Lilo was her service dog, and there was this woman who tried to befriend Tammy, and she didn't like the fact that Tammy wasn't,
Super friendly.
super friendly, because the woman was a little off, and she used to kiss Lilo on the mouth, and she used to want to babysit for Lilo, and she would like be French kissing Lilo, and it was very inappropriate and disgusting, actually.
And then when she turned on me because I didn't reciprocate the friendship, I was then attacked by her for years.
Oh, yeah.
But there was even the fox poo. There was poo on the pool deck that they tried to blame my dog for.
Tammy was getting blamed for all these things that were happening around the building, and they were looking for a scapegoat and for a reason to hate on her, and they couldn't because she was so nice. So then they started, finding reasons about the dog, right? And we would be training at the gym, and we would be getting bits and pieces about what people were saying and what was going on. And there was where we live, we have foxes. And there was this one fox who'd like make a mess overnight, and they would accuse Tammy and say that it was her dog and that she wasn't picking up after him. And it was this entire comedy of errors.
Yeah, they sent it away for testing, found out it was fox poo, not dog poo.
It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And
it progressed to where I was out of the country, and they said my dog was in the elevator by himself, wandering around.
They said that the dog was wandering around the building by himself, which was in itself was not possible. And furthermore, the dog was not in town, right? So Tammy and I decided that this was so stupid that we were going to create an account for her dog Lilo, and then we were going to pose and film Lilo in different situations around the building as if he was by himself. And we would put him like at the gym, and we would hold him so you couldn't see our hands, but you would just see him doing pull downs on the ropes, and he'd be like on the. So we started like doing like these like edited Lilo videos, just to get under the skin of these people, because they were so ridiculous. And we knew that they were like following her, stalking her on Facebook and always interested in what she was doing. So the Lilo account came to be.
Right. And that's how it wound up being my account, and that's how we wound up here today.
Yes, and that was 7 or 8 years ago. Thank God it didn't take us 7 or 8 years to tell that story.
I know. It was hysterical. Our videos were super funny, though, because Lilo was driving all sorts of cool cars.
We had this one video, and we talk about small budget, right? We worked with the iPhone, and then I'd be doing like these funny edits on my iMac, which again, if you go to my YouTube channel,
because we're not very technical.
You're going to see some of these amazingly funny videos. And Tammy was always game. I'd be like, Tammy, let's do this and this, and she'd be like, yeah, okay. And we had this one video where we needed Lilo to drive this electric car, so someone had to operate the electric car and someone had to hold the camera, and we wanted to be walking towards the camera with Lilo in a Donald Trump costume driving this yellow Corvette down this corridor. That was our vision, but we didn't have a crew.
With a Happy Meal box attached to the electric car.
Yes, it was very American with living in America, and it was like this entire little clip, like it's a 1-minute clip. But we needed someone to drive the car for us, and we needed someone to hold the phone. And of course, we didn't have a crew.
So we had maintenance in the building to do it. I told them I needed help with something. I don't think they thought they thought they were changing a light bulb. They weren't playing cameraman and car driver.
Right. So these maintenance guys, with everything, with the gun and the plumber's butt and the hammer hanging to the side. So they came to the apartment thinking that they were going to fix something in her apartment, and we were in costume, and we were wearing bathing suits
and fur coats
and heels, and they were like they I think they thought they walked into something really nefarious, and we're like, okay, we need you to drive this teleguided car, and we need you to hold the camera, right? So,
Just like
so
this,
we
on
did it
the
in one
breezeway.
shot because they were so afraid of being fired, right?
Or
So they, the
being
breezeway.
seen because we were on the breezeway
Right.
of the building strutting.
So it's a one-shot thing where you got Tammy and I coming down the runway with "Living in America" and Lilo on this little yellow self-driving car, and is sliding in a whole shot, right, with the McDonald's, Happy Meal there, and it's the most American thing you've ever seen. And that's how we made it. And it was a one-shot thing. They did it and they fled. It was so funny. They were like, "We can't say no to Nam. Okay, we gotta go."
And next time I said, "Oh, I need help
That
with
was so
something."
funny.
I was asked, "What do you need help with?" They
Right.
then asked more details. So
Right.
that way
that
they
was
wouldn't
yeah.
be, yeah.
So you can imagine when they walked in there, that must have been like, what the heck just happened? So we all of these fun adventures, right? And then we would have like workout videos where we would have Lilo tagging along and doing
Yes.
workouts with us and all those things.
Oh, him
So-
driving the car, listening to mariachi and Chinese.
Yes. Yes, we had some very funny finds. So that's how we began.
Yes.
And now here you are.
Here we
and
are.
it's just so fantastic, everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
All the people that you're helping. I don't think people know that. Tammy's a very good, kind, and generous person. And she doesn't look for trouble. She's
No.
just an overall nice person. Right.
Yeah, and I know.
And she's very smart.
I don't normally say when I'm
very
helping
smart.
or what I'm really doing.
Yeah.
I mean, I let everybody have glimpses into what
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But she's a very smart lady. Great businesswoman.
thanks.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Good at
now,
construction.
And now good at construction. Yes, construction and remodeling. That's
Yes.
another one of her gifts.
It is.
Bartending.
Yeah.
Did that very well.
Very
in Key
slow
West. Yeah.
bartender. Good at coming up with parties and events.
Yes.
But if I'm behind the bar, that means somebody didn't show.
Right.
Because I'm the slowest person at making drinks.
Yes.
I'm very slow at making them.
Right.
But that's a good thing. That means I don't drink very often.
Yes. Except in your skits, which are not real, by the way.
But
Your little skits
I
when
know,
you're
my funny
drinking. She
skits.
doesn't drink. She doesn't drink. So now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, and we know how long we've known each other,
yes.
why don't we talk a little bit about your fitness regime and what it is that you're doing these days to stay in shape, because you're very busy.
Yes.
You've got all these, you've got the radio show and you've got all these photo shoots and you're career
I still-
oriented.
Yes, I
So-
still try not to eat after 7. And then when you can fit me in, you fit me in. And we do small. We originally would do hour sessions, but now we've cut it down to 30 minutes to keep
Yeah.
my focus.
Yeah. And whatever works, you can do a lot in half an hour if
Yeah,
you're
we do.
focused and you go, from one exercise to the next. And it always, it depends on the goals of the people. And I guess that's one of the good things, I think. What I really like about my job is that everybody's different, right? Everybody has different needs. There's not one human being who's got the same needs as another. So being able to tailor and guide people and counsel them on the kind of workouts that they need.
Yeah.
And everybody's specific. And then people have specific, dietary likes and dislikes, and you have to work with that. And you have to yes.
You don't come to my house if you're dieting. But I don't overeat. I just like to maintain. And half the stuff, I'll buy it and it'll sit there for months and I won't eat it. I just like the idea of having it.
Right. So if she's saying it's stuff that lasts for months, then you kind of see what we're talking about here, like the chips and the candy and the stuff that it's very fun. It's like going to a kid's house.
Yes.
Right? It's like going into a kid's house, if a kid was grown up and sent to the grocery store, okay, but the kid's actually 9. What's he gonna buy? And the lady fingers, and the Sara Lee's, and the Chips Ahoy, and
I make very healthy stuff.
it's just. But then she makes very healthy stuff. But it's very funny. It's like
makes
walking
no
into
sense. to somebody who doesn't know me.
And cupcakes, and what have you been doing today? I've been baking cupcakes all afternoon, and look, with the flour from France. I got flour from France.
To make bread and cupcakes.
And I'm like, okay, that is, anyway, so everybody's got different needs and different requirements, and that's why we have to,
customize.
Work individually and customize, customize and make it fun.
I love customizing everything in my life.
Obviously. you don't have much of a choice. Everything needs to be customized.
Everything's customized for me.
Everything is customized for her. Right. But that's our so going through the individual workouts.
Yes.
And the needs of every person.
Right.
Whether it is, their nutritional needs, their physical needs.
Mental needs, because a lot of people aren't happy, but working out always puts you in a better mood, no matter what it is. It sets off positive endorphins.
You're never going to feel bad when you're finished with your workout. You might not feel like working out. You might not like working out. God only knows. If everybody likes to work out, I probably, wouldn't have the clientele that I have. But nonetheless, I happen to like working out. I happen to enjoy being strong, and I happen to enjoy, pushing myself to the limit.
You're good at it.
And being in shape, and that's something that I like. Was I born liking it? I'm not sure. But it's something that I wanted to do because I didn't want to be the victim of time. You see these people that are just, they're falling apart, basically. They're decaying. And it happens because they're not using their muscles and they're not using their bodies.
That's true.
If they used their bodies and they brought blood flow to their joints and to their muscle mass and to their internal organs and to their skin, and if they did that, then it would take a lot longer for the body to fall apart. But I see, I saw people falling apart, and I said, you know what? I don't want to be like that.
No,
I don't want to.
I
don't want to be one of those people. I'm gonna be the best that I can be at each stage of my life. I'm going to do my best so that I can feel my best. And when you feel your best, you kind of look your best. You're doing your best. Put it this way: if you're doing your best, then you can't have any haters.
Right.
You don't care.
I don't.
Because you're doing your best, right?
Yeah.
Which is what it's about. If you're doing your best and you're a good person, and you're doing the best for your body, you're doing the best with what you have, you're doing the best with what you like. You've got your taste. I've got mine.
But we both stay active.
Right, it's very important.
Because I stay active and do lots of random stuff.
Yeah, got to keep moving the body.
Yes, we're going. We're going catching iguanas sometime soon.
Yes, we are. That's a trend as well. My goodness, I saw your friend who catches those things, and I said, oh my God, I got to learn to do that.
Yes.
I mean, I got to learn to catch the smaller ones because we have an infestation where we're at.
And they cause a lot of damage.
Yeah,
they can
they really
mess
do.
up your foundation.
Yeah.
Most people don't know that. And I don't mean your makeup foundation. They can mess that up too. I'm talking about your home foundation.
Right. They're
Their
a
tunnels.
pest.
Their
they're
tunnels
a pest.
go 3 to 6 feet down and up to 80 feet long. And if they're doing it along the base of your house, what do you think's going to happen?
Right. And then, the one that you were picking up that you were doing bicep curls with?
Yes.
If I can get her to do bicep curls holding an iguana, then that's good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So she was doing bicep curls in one of her videos with the iguana, and one of those iguanas, right, that's a male.
Yeah, it was like 20 pounds.
Has a harem of 7 females, and they lay up to something like 70 or 80 eggs twice a year.
Yes.
So the proliferation of these creatures, which they're not native to Florida, and they have infested Florida. And it's so bad that at this point the government is encouraging us to humanely dispose of them.
You're mandated to humanely dispose
of them. We have to. So, I'm sorry if anybody's, sensibilities are being affected out there. I think, between
the electric company in the Keys is suing this Iguana Foundation group because they put it right next to one of the power transfer things, and the iguanas get out and cause power outages.
There you go.
They also caused in Boynton Beach $2 million worth of damage because a retention wall fell. The wall fell because of the iguanas barreling in their little tunnels.
Yeah,
that I
we
tell
had,
you
they
about.
make tunnels underground, and we had in
And
our
then they
yard, we had all these tunnels, and we didn't know what they were. So we asked our landscaper, we're like, what is this? And he says, that's where the iguanas go.
And 3
So-
to 6 feet deep, and then up to 80 feet long.
So yeah, so they're not,
And
this is
people
serious
complained about gophers.
business,
Gophers.
and
What are
we-
they? Gophers? What are the little animals? That,
Oh, yeah, well.
From what was that movie that they did, Caddyshack, where they were with the
golf? Gopher, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
wasn't it? They were golfing, and
Yes,
the
and
golfer
there was a, right.
the
there was
little
a-
furry
right.
creature
Right.
was messing and stealing the balls.
Yeah. Yes, yes. But no, that's not what we are dealing with. We're
Yeah,
dealing with
these
iguanas.
are worse.
So, yeah, so...
They breed more.
Well, that's one reason to get fit in Florida is to be able to hunt your iguanas and
Run after
you know,
them
they
and
call
catch
them
them.
chicken of the tree.
They do?
Yeah.
I thought they were
and
green
look
rats.
this up. Chicken of the tree. Of the tree.
Oh, I've been calling them
When
green
you're
rats.
done, well, because you can't eat the whole iguana, but the tail of the iguana, it's actually supposed to be edible. And there are, people out there who culturally like the tail of the iguana. It's called chicken of the tree. I didn't make this one up. There's all
I
kinds
know.
of recipes. When
No,
you're
there's
done Googling Tammy and I's social media, go and do a Google on
There's a restaurant
chicken of the
in
tree.
Miami that sells iguana tacos.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, they have restaurants dedicated to it.
See, I didn't know that. I'm
I'm not for that, but anybody can do it. I don't do that type of exotic meat.
yeah. Well, is it like conch?
No, it's not all like conch. I'll eat conch.
I don't know. How would I know? I've had conch, but I haven't had iguana.
I'm not
She's
gonna.
so funny.
I'll get you on. I'll make Tarzan.
Please, she won't. She doesn't even eat sushi.
Oh no,
Right,
I won't.
yeah,
I
yeah,
said
you
I
gotta-
get you one. I didn't say me.
Oh,
and you could tell me.
that is. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll taste just a little bit.
Well,
just
get one,
a little.
and
I'll
then
put a
you
lot
and-
of. I'll put a lot of maple syrup on it.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
No, barbecue sauce.
Anything.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but-
I don't know. So, yeah.
But I was told to explain to people from up north that they are green rats because the northerners don't understand. But if you
Right.
say a green rat, they do.
Right. Yeah. They're like, oh my God, they're so pretty.
They're colorful. They're not
No, they're
bothering
not.
anyone.
Wait.
They eat your
Yeah.
flowers. They have salmonella. They poop along your pool deck. And
They
it's
do,
big
right,
poops. Bigger
right.
than Gizmo's poops.
And then when we go to film a workout video by the pool,
You
which
gotta clean the
sometimes we
poo.
do, I have to go and deal with these these creatures first.
Yes.
So, Tammy,
Yes. So yeah, I'm supposed to go do that and a hog hunt.
yes, a hog hunt. That
That's-
should be fun.
Yeah, because we got to do the because I got the new blow darts for the blow dart gun that looks like a fishing pole, and you put a
Okay.
rod. It does both, so you can fish and blow dart things.
Okay.
So I need to practice that.
What are you planning on blow darting here?
Iguanas.
Oh, okay. Not hogs.
No, not
you
hogs. No, I need no
Like,
that
I'm
uses
going on a hog
easier.
hunting.
No, but
Like,
we need
I don't
the-
know about you.
No.
Okay.
But we need that, and
Okay.
then once we have that, it's
Very good.
Good.
Very good. Well, maybe we'll eat the iguana tails. Maybe we won't.
maybe we'll give them to the less fortunate.
But we will make sure that Tammy stays on track with her workouts.
Yes, thank you. And
I
we'll
have
be
all
posting
kind-
more of
yeah.
those videos.
Yeah.
And then, so tell everybody again where to find you because we're almost done.
Yes,
This,
yes.
like,
So you go to my website at sofitamerica.com, SOFIT America.com, and there are links to YouTube and of course Sofia Manolesco on Instagram. If you want to follow me, just go to Tammy's, and I'm sure there's going to be a couple of links there. And on my YouTube, I have several videos of workouts with Tammy, and I also have a lot of ideas for quick workouts, things that you might be interested in, core and stretching, and I like to offer that advice for free and make it a better world. So please make sure you go and you check out the videos and get some workout ideas and take care of yourselves.
Oh, we have vintage Lilo,
We do. We have
Tammy
vintage
videos.
Lilo, Sofia videos. Some of the videos are very funny. They're like little comedic skits, and you're really going to enjoy them. In the meantime, Tammy, it's been so nice. Thank you so much
You're
for having me
welcome.
on your
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you.
And we will. And yes, our videos are funny because we think we're
Yeah.
comedians.
Yeah.
You might not think so, but at least we make
No,
ourselves
we do.
laugh.
We are. We're funny.
We
We're
are.
funny.
We
We're
think
really
we are.
funny. We're freaking hilarious.
And thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for joining us.
And Gizzy says bye.
Yeah.
And if you just look up Tammy H. the Realtor, you follow, share, like on all platforms. And have a wonderful evening.
As we wrap up today's show, I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of the Tammy Time community. I'm so grateful for the conversations we've had and the stories we've shared. Remember, you are strong, capable, and deserving of love and respect. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Keep shining your light and know that I'm rooting for you every step of the way. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you tomorrow on Tammy Time.